Hello guys, it's me, Nikki. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am so happy and excited and most of all proud to inform you that I am restored again. I've got the nails going on. I went longer, I went neon. There's aliens on my fingers. And that brings me to someone who likes to call himself an alien. Today's video, I am taking a plunge into the brand new Jeffree Star Cosmetics JAWBREAKER collection. As you can tell, the packaging is sickening. And this is, I believe, Jeffree's summer collection. I received it in PR, and I am actually really excited to dive into this because when I show you this palette right here, look at all of those bright shades. This is about to be a very colorful video. So not only did Jeffree come out with a big JAWBREAKER palette, he also came out with a mini one, which can we just talk about? Like JAWBREAKERs. Has anyone ever tried JAWBREAKERs? Are JAWBREAKERs still around is the question of are they still around? I remember having one as a kid and it took me weeks. And then my mom was like, this is starting to become really gross. We're throwing it out. There's a lot going on in this collection because not only do we have these two eyeshadow palettes, there's a highlight palette called Brain Freeze. There's new velour liquid lipsticks. So today I want to sit down and do a playtime video with it. I feel like a lot of you guys want to know what I think of these products. You guys, you know I keep it real. So yeah, if you're excited about it and want to see all about the new JAWBREAKER collection by Jeffree Star Cosmetics, then stay tuned. All right, since this is a video focused solely on playing with the JAWBREAKER palette and the lip products, as well as the Brain Freeze highlighters, I am going to step away from the camera for a little bit and do my base off camera to get myself started. I always feel like kind of guilty because I'm like, I do want to like let you know that I'm about to do that because a lot of people love when I play with my face. Don't take that the wrong way. And also because, you know what? I'm having a rough skin day. Stress has been bugging me out. I've been super busy and it's, to be honest, sometimes it becomes a little bit too much and my head overflows with thoughts and it's real. And it's what I want to show you. So yeah, even though I have good skin, I break out too, and that's fine. That's human. That is perfectly okay. So I'm just here to show you that. Now let me pop some base on and I'll be right back. Okay, base done, brows done, and now it's time to finally take a plunge into this really exciting palette. But first, we have to Optimus Prime. All right, so when I look at the palette, of course, one of the first things that really speak to me are the bright colors, of course, but there's one shade in particular that, you know, ever since I saw this, I was like, oh my God, this shade is everything. It's a very fitting name. It's called Frup. This shade right here, is not getting any justice on the camera because in real life, it looks like a neon. I don't have a look in mind. All I know is that I'm loving the color, F-U-C-K, and that I'm loving, you know, sort of like the brighter colors. There's a lot of deeper, sort of warm red shades in here too, but I feel like I've been doing that a lot lately, so I definitely want to create a bright, fun eye. So I pick up that color and using a fluffy blending brush, I'm just gonna stamp this onto the inner third of my lid. This is like a neon coral. So I'm popping it onto the lid and then I'm dragging it up into the crease, all while still using stamping motions. I'm seeing a lot of pigment. It is really applying very nicely to the P. Louise base. I'm buffing out the edges slightly to see how it's blending out, and it's not losing any of its power. This is pigment upon pigment. I do want to show you, I think it's important to point out, just like I did with the hamburger palette, there is a little bit of fallout happening in the pan. Okay, once that shade is applied, I want to move over to Bubblegum, the bright pink. Pick that up on my brush and I start stamping it right next to F-U-C-K. And we're applying it onto the P. Louise base. Now this has pigment, honey. Hello. Also, what is very nice to see is even though there's fallout in the pan, in the palette itself, it's not necessarily falling down onto my cheeks a lot. There's a little bit with the FUCK color, like right here in that inner portion, but nothing like, oh my God, I need to fix my makeup right now. I'm loving these two tones together. So I might be going back in with FUCK and popping that on the out. Yes, that's what I'm doing. Okay, popping back on some FUCK on that outer corner, darling. And I just want to make this look sort of like a simplistic color statement. See, as you can see, I was wiping a little bit of that fallout on my cheeks away, but it's not like grabbing onto the skin, so it's very easy to remove. Okay, so what I'm liking about this is usually with really bright shades, once you pack them on, start blending them out, they lose a bit of their intensity. Then once you go back in, it's so weird, but once you go back in with that shade, it doesn't grab on as much and it starts looking faded. It happens with a lot of super bright shadows out there, and I'm happy to inform that this doesn't. The FUCK color does it a tiny bit on the lid. It's losing a bit of its vibrancy and I can't really bring it back in, but the pink is holding its power. Okay, now going into Good Morning, the shade next to Bubblegum, I'm just gonna fade and haze it out a bit more. Just using a fluffy brush. I'm just gonna like give it more smoke surrounding it. Now I want to dive into Snack for the inner corner. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a pink fantasy today. And I'm just gonna pop it on right here. Oh. Ooh, that is stunning next to these two colors previously. Oh my God, yes, I live. Okay, I'm really liking how this is applying so far. I think Jeffree's shimmering shades are one of the best because they pack a lot of punch but still have a beautiful chrome shine. FUCK wasn't the easiest color to blend out, but it is a neon. And when you look at neon colors, they tend to become a bit more patchy. This one is not patchy, you just need a little bit more time blending it out. So even though FUCK is my favorite color out of the entire palette, it definitely isn't the easiest. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is pop a lash on, leave the lower lash bare for now because I really want it to be minimalistic but an explosion of color. So I think popping a lash on and then I play with the holographic stars to like make it a look. All right, so I pop lashes on, I put the coral color on the outer third of my lower lash line, and I popped a couple of stars on my lower lash line. I have 3 right on like the root of my lashes, 2 underneath and 1 at the bottom, and it's just giving me like a little Pride Month moment. So that is what I create with the palette, with the Jawbreaker palette, and usually I make it a challenge for myself to like incorporate as many colors as I can in one look. So it's like a cut crease. It's like multiple like rainbows going on in one look. But today I really just wanted to come up with a fantasy, with a vibe. And I feel like with the sort of like with accessories and with my jacket, I feel like this is a really fun look. So right now I'm gonna do the other eye and then I will be back to play with more of this brand new collection. All right, so like I mentioned, I really wanna go for a vibe today, for a certain type of look, and that type of look is pink. And there's a bunch of really fun new velour liquid lipsticks in this collection, and I was just looking at these after like dressing myself and doing my eyes, and I was like, if I just pop this on right now, it's like, Cosmo and Wanda, you ain't slick. So there's a couple of the really fun ones. We have a nude one here too, but I feel like you guys will attack me if I go for another nude. So I was like, you know what? Let's just go all the way today and go for this one called Yes Ma'am. I really wanted to go for the coral since it matched the outside and inside of my eyes, but then I was like, then it becomes something else. And I'm like, I want it to become pink, so it's gonna be pink. If you're like, Nikki, you haven't done your cheeks yet, I really wanna do my lips first to see where we're going, and then I can adapt my cheeks to whatever is going on. So Yes Ma'am is going on the lips. Oh my God, now that is a pink, honey. Now, if you hate the color pink, I don't think you're gonna like this video that much. Okay, so that lip applied so easily. It is so rich. I love the color and I love what it's doing for the look. Now, I'm glad I didn't go for the more coral shade because I feel like this is a nice mixture. I am Cosmo and Wanda. My nails are Cosmo and I am Wanda. So now let's work on the face a little bit more to make it a complete journey. When wearing bright clothing, wearing bright makeup, I feel like it's so important and vital to warm up the skin a bit more because it can really wash you out. I mean, look at my face right now. I am washed out. I'm going in with my favorite bronzer, Private Island by Fenty Beauty. And I'm just gonna give myself the warmth that I deserve, okay? So high up on the cheekbone, I am starting to circle on this bronzer. And just applying bronzer to the cheeks alone can make such a vast difference when it comes to such a colorful look. Like sometimes adding blush to this look could be too much. And if you've been following me for the past, 11 years here on YouTube, you know that I first do cheeks, then I do lips, and sometimes I regret doing it in that order because I feel like the cheeks don't really necessarily like match with the lips. So now we are really looking at the face and seeing what it needs, what needs to be adjusted, and we're here to like apply that, like we're here to do it. I'm really liking how the warmer face, like the warmer complexion is tying in with this look. Now to give it a bit more of clarity and brightness, in the palette here, I have this shade here. This is called Cone. So I'm just tapping my brush in here, hoping to not like catch the dark shades around it because that would be a mess. And I'm just gonna smile a little bit and I'm just gonna put it on the apples and bring it back up. Ooh, I like that shade. So right here on the apple and then bring it back up. Apple, up, apple, up. For highlighter, of course, I'm diving into the Brain Freeze Skin Frost Pro Palette. This is exciting to me, like hello. I am gravitating towards this color right here, Frozen Fruit, highly, like dearly. I feel like this color right here called Freeze Tag could be great on the inner corners, but out of all of them, Frozen Fruit is like calling my name, so I'm gonna glow with it. Ooh, okay. So I thought that was gonna have too much of a dark base to work on my skin tone, but look, it's not looking darker. That is giving me a beautiful glow. I don't wanna overdo it with the glow because it can turn a little bit 80s, even though I already look like I'm Cosmo and Wanda from the 80s, but yeah. Okay, I just said that and I'm applying more. So obviously don't listen to me. Oh my God. Oh, ooh, popping a bit on the tip of the nose. Ooh, and then right here, and then right here on the bridge. Okay, all we need now is setting spray to call it a day. And this one is by Skindinavia. It is called the Bridal Finishing Makeup Spray. I almost wanted to put this glittery gloss over top, but I feel like that is gonna like take it too far, even though like, we've already crossed the line of going too far. All right, and here we have it, glow babies, the finished look after playing with the Jawbreaker collection by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And I have a couple of thoughts. So when we look at the mini breaker, I haven't really done much with this, but I feel like if you love the color story, if you're comfortable using the Jeffree Star formula, I am sure you're gonna have a fun old time with this one. But I don't wanna say too much about that because I haven't dipped into it. I do wanna say something about the Jawbreaker, like the main event, like the big palette. So the Jawbreaker palette comes with 24 shades, 24 bright, fun, exciting shades that will make sure that you have a very unique and fun look going on. This palette retails for $58. I feel like for $58, it's a hefty price, but this is, I believe, the biggest palette Jeffree has ever launched with the most colors in it. I feel like if you don't like color, you're gonna have a hard time loving this. I feel like the consistency and formula is like Jeffree's regular launches. I just feel like, and I do want to point it out, the bright neon-y colors were my favorite to play with, and neon-y colors need extra neon powder to make it neon. So that can cause for a little bit more patchiness, a little bit of a harder time blending in your colors. And I did not experienced that using bubblegum, but I definitely experienced it using FUCK. And not that it looks bad, and I mean, I made it work, but I definitely needed a couple of extra minutes to get it down and to get it right. So I do want to point that out because I feel like if you're buying this expecting it to apply like any other eyeshadow, it's not, because it's neon. Do I see myself gravitating towards this a lot? Actually, it might be a surprise, but I think so. There's a couple of shimmering shades in here that are perfect for day-to-day wear. I mean, the color on my inner corners, this one right here, would be beautiful on a day-to-day basis. So I really like this palette. Do I say, oh my God, it's out, get it right now before it's sold out? Not necessarily. It's such a personal like journey. Like if you don't like bright colors, you're not gonna like this. Now let's move on to the Brain Freeze Skin Frost Pro Palette, a fun and exciting highlighting palette. This retails for $40 for 6 highlighters. And I think it's a wide range of like beautiful highlight colors that can also be applied as shadows. I don't think a lot of people are gonna use Freeze Tag as a highlighter on their cheeks, but more so on their eyes. This is beautiful on deeper skin tones as well as these two here. Cold Shoulder is like a duochrome bluish. Oh, see that? Like a duochrome bluish one. See how that is like, that is stunning. So yeah, you know, again, just like with any makeup on the market, it is personal preference. If you like these colors, I think you're gonna love them. Of course, the highlighting qualities of Jeffree Star Cosmetics are insane. They beam and they look good. So again, like all my reviews, please take everything into your own consideration. Look at your wallet, look at your comfort, look at what you like in makeup, and then make your decision. And I'm just here to tell you about my experience. And I feel like I have a good makeup day going on. It's a look, it's a vibe. The products didn't let me down. I'm loving the lippy. Oh, by the way, the lippies, you know, again, look at the colors that you like, and if you like the Jeffree Star formula, then go for it, I say. All right, so without any further ado, let's go on to today's Dutch word of the day. So a jawbreaker is a type of candy, and I really want to teach you the word for candy because it's way different than candy. So let's go. Snoop. Snoop. Basically, when you say Snoop Dogg, Snoop is candy in Dutch. So if you want to be featured in my next video, all you have to do is leave the Dutch word down below in the comments or leave a video response on Instagram under the hashtag Dutch word of the day. I want to thank you so much for watching today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you are in the mood for color, let's recreate this look and have some fun with it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I love you, and hopefully I will see you guys on the next one.